Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games. Here we have Lucas on a Grixis Delver build versus Michael's Jeskai control deck. Both decks by recent printings. Grixis Delver gets the Orcish Bowmaster. Jeskai, I think most notably would be Comet, a joke card from the Unfinity set. Actually really strong. Incredibly good with Humility. Delver of Secrets shows up and flips, and this is classic. This is how you draw it up. Playing with Delver, you want a turn 1 Delver. You want to be able to defend it. We see double force and daze in hand. Prismatic Ending. Like we got force back and forth, so Lucas really defending this Delver of Secrets. Familiar with the matchup. Going to spend 4 cards from hand to keep it alive, forcing twice. This Delver to go bell to bell. Swords to Plowshares. Takes out the Delver, but Orcish Bowmaster is on board. Oh, and then what was that? Another Swords to Plowshares? Wait for a second there. Bowmaster is in exile, so I believe that was 2 STPs. Just the Orc army left for a board presence, but it's not nothing. Down to 5 life, a bolt to the face. Down to just 4. One more lightning bolt will do if this orc can help out just a little bit. Just one more hit. Bolt turns into a lethal instant for only 1 red mana. And he has it. There we go. Michael, no answer. And Bolt closing the door. Really is one of the main differences in between the overall strategies here. Jeskai has better, stronger answers, but Delver has more versatile answers. So Lightning Bolt's not as good a removal spell as Swords to Plowshares, but sometimes it's player removal, whereas Swords gets rid of pretty much anything. Bolt is just more versatile in that way. Similarly, I would say Baleful Strix. That's got a ton of utility, drawing an extra card. It trades with a lot of creatures, but it can't go after things like Goblin Welder or creatures that main purpose isn't attacking. If your opponent has a Orcish Bowmaster out, you're not going to be able to remove it with the Baleful Strix. But it'll trade with things like Murktide. Or at least keep them at bay. Dragon Rage Channeler. This card doesn't get Delirium early very often. It's not like Delver. Delver comes out and it starts swinging for the fences. The games that you win with Delver where you have a naturally flipping Delver early, piling on tons of damage. Very different than the Dragon Rage. And those tend to be more about card selection, bigger Murktides as the game unfolds. We have a Brainstorm responded to with a Bowmaster. And Michael does in fact force a will it. Does not want to see 4 damage on the other side of the board. Very interactive match so far. Pyroblast available for Lucas. Weighing his options. Days Undoing pitched. Very powerful card. So during the end step, it actually did nothing. Now a Brainstorm. The Delver. Stack this up. a flipped Delver. He'll go for that. Walking away from Pyroblast for a second. Oh, wow. A quick pass back from Michael. Brainstorm locked. Bowmaster, a solid follow-up as well. This type of position, very often you would need another Brainstorm. Try and smooth things out. Try and get your next couple of land drops online. This is down to 4. Yeah, that's a wrap there. Ooh. That's a rough one. All right. I mean, they're starting another game. I thought Lucas just won those first 2. This might just be a casual bonus game. Ponder. Let me know if I got that wrong. Thought Lucas won the first one with a bolt. That second one, Michael got Brainstorm locked. So this would be a time to play extra fun game. Ponder. It's being kept a little scary. Michael actually and I were talking recently about the role of Ponder in Control and Legacy and whether or not it's actually surpassed the value of Brainstorm. There's so much redundancy with 4 Swords to Plowshares, 4 Prismatic Endings, important cards like Teferi and Narset that might be the case that Ponder is actually better. Blue Blast versus Red Elemental Blast. That is some classic Magic the way Richard Garfield intended. Now, of course, they were defending a card that was not part of the original vision. Teferi, 3-mana Planeswalker, which has really changed the face of Magic, Eternal Magic forever, I would say. I mean, the card is just incredibly good. A Pyroblast does, however, clear him. Hurts a little bit, so Teferi never actually got the value out of it. And a Humility is stuck. See a Prismatic Ending. Playing around Minor Misstep there. So paying the 2, you may have noticed, Michael paid 2 mana for that ending. That is to play around Minor Misstep. That is a consideration from now on. And I thought that was a Humility in play. Like that Murktide entered with 3 counters. May have gotten bounced by Brazen Borrower at the top of the screen. Must be the case. Yeah, Humility coming back down. Supreme Verdict, previously clearing all the creatures, just a real haymaker of a card, uncounterable, just such a supreme punish. This is kind of hilarious. So Humility, I'm glad they did this extra bonus game, actually helping out this Orcish Bowmaster and his buddy. Well, the Bowmaster remains largely unchanged, just loses his abilities. The Orc Army, however, is a 0/0 with a +1/+1 counter, so it actually gets a base power and toughness boost from Humility, the 0/0 becoming a 1/1. So you're getting beaten down 5 at a time. Brazen Borrower coming in from exile off of its adventure. Force of Will stops that. Still 5 damage going to be incoming here. And a bolt to finish it off just like the first game. So there we go. Little bonus game here on Fast Effect unexpectedly. Thank you for watching. For more Magic from ELD's Time Vault games, be sure to subscribe and check out more videos just for you over here.